Hello everybody, welcome back. We are just out for a little ride this evening. It's a beautiful evening to just coming out to the park for a little bit. I'm gonna make a water run, fill up a couple of water jugs and just maybe snoop around a little bit. It's been a while since we made a video. Thought maybe we'd try to throw something together. So we are out in the van today, and I need to get busy with this thing. We haven't been doing anything with it. I've been busy with some stuff. It's funny, a lady had just come by, and she says, "Do you know where the campground is?" I said, "I sure do." Give her direction. She wants to go check the campground out. But first timer, you know, she's never been there before, asking for directions. I got my jugs all filled up. I put the lids back on it, get them put away. You know, I got this thing all hooked back up here a couple of weeks ago. You know, the battery back in it, everything running again. The refrigerator's been running. There's nothing in it. And the freezer too, there's nothing in it. Maybe a cold water, but they just run all the time. But you know, it's free. Solar battery, they run. And but it's been kind of a waste because I haven't we haven't been using the van much. I haven't even had the main drinking water jug, that thing, in here to even have water to make coffee or for Bella's bowls. Bella. I think a couple people have maybe missed you, girl. A couple people maybe missed you. We'll go over to another part of the park so we can get you out. I mean, actually, I do have bottled water back here. I do need to throw some more in the fridge. I can make coffee. I will put some fresh in Bella's bowl, even though we just left the coachman, and she's good. But hopefully this is all charged up. This battery thing. I love these things. It's I know some of these I've showed it before, but you know, they're only like, I think they're only like, you know, $10 or $12. Maybe they're about 15 maybe on Amazon. Look at that. Yeah. All right, so I'll get that back in that corner, get it bungeed in, and that just stays in the RV all the time. I'll probably have a spare, and the other two will go in the coachman for drinking water. I think we're at the campground. This is drinking water only. I think it's just plumbed into the local, you know, city, probably city water, plumbed into the local municipality water. So let me get this all loaded up. All right, we're all loaded up. Loaded up good enough. I gotta strap that in yet, but we're just gonna go over somewhere else in the park here real quick. Speaking of the campground, here we are in the van, and now I don't have my seatbelt on. I should have stopped at the store on the way out, maybe put a couple things in the refrigerator, and I grabbed a couple of snacks or sandwich fixings, and stayed tonight. Well, you know, while we were out here, maybe we should have just stayed tonight. But you know, I just didn't plan ahead. We've been busy. Like I said, I've been busy, right, Bella? I've been busy, and we just thought, let's just get out of here. Let's just go for a ride. Let's go get some water. Just get out for a little bit this evening. We'll camp another time. Come on, beeper. I just put my seatbelt on. I'm gonna be stopping in a minute. We were out here we were out here a handful of days ago in the coachman. Man, before the rains moved in, we took care of the tanks. We did stay one night in the coachman, but boy, some rainy weather moved in, and it was just kind of a mess. But right, Bella? So, let's go up this way a little bit. Maybe we'll see some deer. I like that dirty windshield. Yeah, the van needs a bath. It needs a good cleaning up. And we got to get some work done on it this year. Long overdue. Some things. Oh, here we go. A couple of tents. Yeah, little camper over there. Guess Memorial Day is certainly wound down. Yep, beautiful evening out. All right, we're not going to camp it. We just might. All right, Buzzer. We might just pull in a spot for, you know, just a little bit, hang out, strap that jug in, let Bella out. lights. Well, trucks. So these people are still here. They were here a little while back when we were here. I guess that's been a handful of days ago. Yeah, all these sites have the reserved sign on them still from a Memorial Day weekend. Everybody's gone now. Yeah, the place was packed. Always is on the first kind of major holiday weekend. We're gonna pull back in here a second. Everything's gotten so green. All right, Bella, we gonna get out for a bit? All right, turn this beeper off. Turn that dang beeper off. Yeah? You want out? You want to go outside? All right, just a minute. Okay, come on out. Come on. There you go, girl. Being as the campground was pretty busy this weekend, she'll probably be sniffing all over the place because, you know, people drop crumbs and other pets are around. Not to mention the squirrels and the deer, rabbits, other critters. You can do some sniffing around. I'm gonna strap this jug in, girl. Poor Bella. It's strapped in. That's all she does. Strap it up to this table here. Get Bella a little bit of fresh water. Nice, fresh, cool water. There we go. All right. She's not gonna need much. We haven't been gone that long. Just in case she wants to wet her whistle. Have you had your fill of snooping already? That's it? Oh, she's back in already. And she did stop and have a little drink. Huh, girl? And I think I will too. I think I will make a coffee. Be in the mood for a coffee. There we go. There's a little coffee maker back there. Somewhere I have coffee pods. Let me see. Found them. I forgot. I got a whole box of 100 coffee pods. It was up in his cabinets up in there. I knew there was some in here. I forgot I had a whole box of 100. I guess I was gonna get all stocked up for the season. Yeah, 100 ought to last a little while. So I was wondering why my power was off. The microwave wasn't on. The coffee pot wasn't on. And I must have turned the inverter off because the refrigerator and freezer run off 12 volt. And they were fine, but for some reason the 110 was off. So I guess that means the TV was off too, but now it's all on. Let me get a coffee. All right, that's better. That's brewing. Kind of same thing goes on here. Just yeah, could Bella some, fill it up, yeah, dump that in the coffee pot, and it's about ready to start spitting coffee out there. And while I was waiting, I did go ahead and put a bunch of water in here. At least there's something in here, right? This little shelf, actually I should take 2 back out. There's room for just a half a gallon of milk will actually fit in that. I'll have to get some because I'm gonna have to drink my coffee black, I guess. I didn't even bring any milk. I didn't bring anything except empty water jugs. And my dear dog Bella. Hi, girl. And I didn't bring the internet either to stream any movies or anything, or any YouTube. I wonder if I get local channels. I do have an antenna. I wonder if I get local channels way out here. It's like I think all our local stations are down in Pittsburgh, and that's probably a good 35-40 miles away. I wonder if we get any local stations out here. I mean, we can be warm. We got bedding, you know. We just refreshments. If I would, just got some food. Oh, I could run in town and get some, huh? Come back out. No, we're gonna do another time. Oh, that smells good. Nice fresh coffee, smells good. Even not having any creamer or milk. Okay, you done? You done? Okay. I don't mind coffee black. I prefer to have a little splash of milk in it though. Hot. All right, I was saying, yeah, we need to get busy and get some work done on this, on the van this year. So a little bit of major work. The coachman can rest. I'll work. It's got some things too, but it can wait till later. That front end's all gonna come apart. We need new ball joints in the front. It did fail. It's passed inspection in previous years, but every year there's a little more wear and tear on any vehicle. And this one's to the point where the ball joints, there's good enough wear in it where they said, nope, it's time to replace those. So I did. And I did notice that too, because the tires were starting to wear unevenly, a little bit more wear to the inside. But I did put brand new tires on it. So I don't want to run those too long. I just put those on last week. And I want to get those ball joints replaced before I get too much wear on those tires. So I mean, it does take a while. It takes certainly takes some miles to wear those in, or wear them out, I should say. So we're not going to mess around and put too many miles on those. I'm going to get that repair done here soon. Now the sun is dropping a little further, and yeah, pretty quiet out here. We should have stopped and got food and just stayed the night. Dang it. What was I thinking? What was I thinking, girl? Well, that answers that question. I thought I had an antenna in here, one of those square, those real flat, thin, square antennas. I thought I had them mounted on the other side of that wall over there. Maybe I used it in the Coachman, or I used it for something else. It's not there. I looked at it, says no channels file. Make sure the antenna is connected to your TV. And I'm like, well, I thought I did, and then I looked and it's not there. I don't know what I did with it. Those are also cheap. I'm gonna get an antenna for it and get that plugged in, and maybe we'll have some just over-the-air antenna stations, so that if I don't have internet, you know, we can get some local channels. Anyway, I'm gonna sip down a little bit more of this, sip down a little bit more of this coffee, and we're probably gonna get out of here and, you know, I don't know, get back down to the garage. Come on back out for a bit. Come on, girl. Huh? We can still enjoy a little bit of the evening here. We don't have to run back right this second. Oh boy, oh boy. I don't know what I was thinking. We came through the little town of Leechburg, Pennsylvania, and drove right past the little Sprankles grocery store. I could have ran in and grabbed a few things and just hung out here tonight. I really don't have anything to do back at the garage. I mean, it's late in the day. There was nothing else I was going to do. We could have just stayed. But just didn't think of it. I've been busy with stuff lately, and I'm just kind of not in that camping mode. You know what I mean? Just kind of doing the day in, day out, helping somebody out for a couple of days, taking care of some business, and got that done. And, you know, getting the vehicles inspected. The cars also due. But it's this time of year when I get back, like, okay, all the insurances need renewed, the vehicle registrations need renewed so that you can get it inspected. Just like administrative work. And my health insurance there was a hiccup with that. So, well, that took some phone calls and filling out forms and email. I got that straightened back out again. Okay, so like my insurance is back on the 1st. It's effective again. So I got reschedule appointments for after the 1st, and I finally quit procrastinating. I made an appointment to get new eyeglasses. These are like 5 years old. They don't get the job done like they used to. You know, eyes are always changing as you get a little older, or a lot older. And so just, you know, taking care of business. So just been kind of busy and out of making, you know, out of video making mode too. Hi, girl. I'm surprised you just aren't wandering off and in here a little deeper, sniffing around. She's just kind of taking her time. A little bit of snooping. She just wanted me to come along, that's all. She said, let's go for a walk, huh? Anyway, we did see that lady again that was asking us for directions. She was on her way from down in Virginia all the way up to Buffalo, New York to visit. And she likes to tent camp, so you know, instead of getting a motel on the way, she just stops and camps wherever. And so I don't know how she found this little place way out in nowhere, middle of nowhere. But must have done some searching on the web, because this is off the beaten path a little bit. That sun will be down soon. Go. Let's get going. Come on. Come on, girl. It'll be dark soon. I'd rather drive while it's still daylight. It gets dark. As it gets later and later in the day, the deer start coming out. Come on, inside. Yeah, girl. Yeah, the deer will be out all over the place here soon. We might see a couple on the way out, possibly. I already seen a couple. I just didn't have the camera rolling at the time. There's one right there. It doesn't look to be too old either. You see that, fella? You see that bad deer? You see that bad deer? I see it. I see that bad deer. You see that bad deer? You keep an eye out. Alright, so somebody that's watched our videos in the past often see, and of course people that come along new to the channel and they see the way Bella behaves herself, or the lack of the way she behaves herself. You know, she's always kind of, she's not the type of dog to lay down, take a nap when we're driving. When we're driving, she is always looking. She wants to, where's the squirrels? Where's them bad deer at? Where's kitty cats and stuff? And she is always on the hunt. So she's not up here being spastic like she's a mess. She just is on, she is just on the lookout. What was that? What was that? What's over there? What's that? What do you see? Of course, doesn't help when I coax her on either, does it? Somewhere right down here on the left-hand side was a Class C for sale. An older, certainly used Class C for sale. Let's see, was it here? No, it's gonna be down a little bit further. What's going on here? Oh, that's a little junkyard. That's what it is. It's right down here by an old video store. Yeah, remember video stores? The curiosity got to the best of me, and I stopped and kind of had a look at it the other day. I was coming by the Coachman. I think it's right here. Yeah, it's a little Class C, kind of mid-size, and yeah, it needs work. Thank you. It just it needs a lot of work. But we're gonna stick with the Coachman for a while. Yeah, I'm afraid. Never know. Sometimes. And that's how I found the Coachman. Just dumb luck. Come across it. The price was it was a steal. So I'd like to run into a similar deal on a Class C someday. Until then, the Coachman's gonna get the job done. Gonna have to. Here we are, back going through the little town of Leechburg, and I'll bet Sprankles is still, no, they're closed. It's late enough, they're closed, so that's not an option anyway. Unless we went the whole way back to the Coachman and grabbed some food, went back out, but nah, it's just too late. We're not going, not tonight. What a beautiful sky tonight. Nice and clear. Yeah, it's getting dark. We're almost home. Had to run the headlights a little bit. Might get home and there might be deer in the backyard. They usually are out in the evening. Back home. Alright, coming down the home stretch here. Almost there. Well, we're back. There's the coachman. There's the little Fiesta. And we can see if Bella maybe wants to do. Check the backyard here real quick one more time this evening. Bella, come on, girl. Come on, Bubba. Come on. You want to check for deer? And see if there's any bad deers back here this evening? Hmm? You see any? You see any bad deers? Huh? Is there any bad deers? Nothing? The coast is clear? As they say? Pretty peaceful. All right, you done, girl? Come on, you ready to go in?